Remember the social worker? What?
Psychosocial therapy.
Oh.
It was that put one line actually. You don't need a position to be a leader. Yo.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That is so true.
Ngeke aphelele stopping. Ungashaya istopha namhlanje.
Hey.
Kodwa umbono kumele ube mkhulu kunesicaba.
Amen.
Hey.
How badly do you want it?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, girl.
Yeah.
Calm down. Why are you fighting?
And she did talk about obviously not everything is for you. So like that opened my eyes to like a lot of time people tend to want to fit in places where you shouldn't be in.
How do you separate between leadership and friendship? Like where do you draw the line?
Every believer is a leader. You are a leader. Welcome to All Things Leadership Podcast, where we believe that you can make a difference in your life and start acting upon the thoughts that you're thinking. My name is Nhlaka, and today I have a lovely privilege of introducing the people who are behind the scenes of this production. And today is Amahle's first day on set, and she gets to be in front of the camera. Please help me welcome ATLP crew. Yeah. So on the far left we have Nomfundo and Pasnindawo Sino Amahle, and Nomfundo, how does it feel to be part of this team?
It's amazing. Love it. Wouldn't trade it for anything. Grateful for the opportunity. Yeah.
Okay.
Lovely. And thank you guys for watching and tuning in every time we drop a new video. We really, really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed though, please do us a favor. Do you a favor. Press that subscribe button.
And don't forget to what?
Notifications.
Yes.
Oh, a notification.
Yeah, so you know whenever we drop a new video.
Sure. Tell us, Nomfundo, what do you do? Are you at school? What's happening in your world, man?
Oh, okay. So I am currently studying at UKZN, doing my first year. I know it does not look like it, but yes, I am doing my first year. I'm doing a BA in International Studies. Yes.
Okay. So it means what's in jail? You're going overseas.
I'm going overseas. I'm going overseas. So I'd like to be involved in the politics, or global politics. So the dream is to go to a francophone country. So one of my electives is French. So I'd like to go to a French-speaking country in Africa.
Oh.
And be involved there.
So you grew up eating a lot of French Polonies.
French Polonies.
Yeah. So okay. Do you know what you wanted to study before you went to varsity?
Did I know? No, I didn't. No, I did not.
How did that happen?
Conflict of interest. I knew I wanted to do something with politics, but my mom wasn't with it. So yeah, it was a journey to get here. So I was like, I'll do law. And I was like, yeah. No, I'd rather stick with what, like, my first love. And so yeah, I chose international studies.
Yo.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yo.
She's okay with it now. Praise the Lord.
Oh, that's great. And Amahle, we've been wanting to get you in studio for such a long time.
Yeah.
And how does it feel to be on set for the first time?
Funny enough, it's interesting. Very interesting. It's a very open area. Like no nerves, no nothing. It's just like happy feelings and everything. So it's nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And then behind our cameras, we've got the one and only Lindo. Lindo, shout out to you, man.
Yo, Johnny.
Siyapila, siyapila. And when you've been part of this team from day one, and how's the journey been like for you so long?
Ngathi kumnandi ufunda into entsha njalo each and every episode ufunda into entsha uhlangana nabantu abahlukile ababona ngendlela ehlukile so yeah.
Yo, that's cool. Let's just give a little bit of feedback based on the couple of episodes that we've flighted. Let's start with Sipogas. You know, remember the social worker. What?
Psychosocial therapy.
Oh,
Correction, please.
okay. She's a psychosocial therapist.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you take away from the interview?
Sure. I just learned how much I didn't know about social work. Like it was eye-opening that there are different kinds of social workers. When I think social workers, I think people that just take kids from their families. But like to know and to find out that there are different facets to it, that was very interesting and eye-opening for me. You know, and the passion, she spoke with such passion. It was beautiful to be in studio, guys. So, yeah.
Yeah. And Amasha, what did you think?
Same. It was interesting for me too because like in the beginning of the year I learned some things about counseling and a lot of things that she said. It was like, oh, I know this, and then it was kind of nice.
Yeah. And you know, one of the things that I picked up was Wuti. She was a frustrated graduate,
Yeah.
and she decided to take a step towards entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Would you do that?
Me personally?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think I have to work on my people skills first. Yeah, I think like being a business person requires someone who's stern and
Yeah.
yeah. So at the moment, no.
Yeah.
Maybe a few years from now.
Did anything challenge you, Lindo? Did anything challenge you from the episode Gasipugas?
Ngathi mina ukuzehlisa kahle kahle and then nokuthi uhamba ngqongqoza again ngathi abona ama-client azoyizela kuwena kumele ungene door to door ukuze ube lento ofisa ibhizinisi libe yiyona.
Sure.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts?
Okay, for me, it was her willingness, like knowing that she had a degree and she still worked, I think it's Pick and Pay as a cashier. I was like,
Yeah.
yo.
That's
Like
that's what we get
like
now,
that's
eh?
humility on another level and just, yeah.
Wow.
It was awesome.
Mashe?
And mina engithathile and what challenged me with Anjina, what we learn should not be something that we should like take on academically only, but like be willing to do it outside school wise, course wise, because Ushilo na Anjina, her work didn't only like help Akule academically, but it also helped her to realize something out of school and out of academics. Yeah, so like that was really challenging for me because when we learn things, we tend to like take them and write them on a piece of paper. It's always black and white, but like we don't actually learn and we know how to use those things. So like, yeah, it was really challenging for me because like I don't really do that and I need to start doing that. Yeah.
Sure, just to really apply the knowledge in real life, in real time.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's cool, Mfethu. And then let's jump on to another guest. There was a gentleman called Sandile Zuma. He runs a charity marathon. What are some of your thoughts about him, Lindo?
Ngicabanga ukuthi mina into engiyibambile lapha ukuthi munabangane and then nomqondo opositive ningaqhamuka nento epositive ukuthi mina umphakathi ngosiza kanjani. Ngoba kwakuyinto eyivela kubona kahle kahle eqala ukuthi umuntu umezalwa kuzoyenza something mhlawumbe kuyagijima ngoba okuyinto abayithandayo ukugijima and then uSandile waqhamuka nokuthi uma sekuzalwa yena uzoyenza into ekanje ukuthi uzofundraiser i-gross ukuthi kusizwa abantu abangakwazi ukubeka ukudla etafuleni. So yeah.
Okay, for me, it was that 21-liner. You don't need a position to be a leader. Yo.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That is so true because oftentimes in life we are scared to step up and help and lead because we siyazingabaza ukuthi if I step up bazongibuza ukuthi hayibo as what?
Yeah.
You leading us as what?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can be a leader wherever it is that you are. You don't need to be endowed with sickness ceremony manje. Thou art.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, that was interesting for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like I really liked his heart for the people, you know, his heart to want to serve the people and yeah. Question: would you join that challenge? You get him.
Okay, get him specifically. Cut me out. I'm sorry. No, it's a no for me. But to give, guys, I would love to give.
Yeah.
But running, I'm sorry.
Would you, Amasha?
Hey, running. Hey.
It's a 5K run.
I don't even set the time when I run to the kitchen, so how you know?
Yeah.
So I need to. I'm not a sporty person, so no.
Yo. But shout out to Sandile Zuma Marathon. Like, well done. Like, it's like, wow. It's really incredible. Yeah.
Waqala lezansi kodwa ivision yakhe iphezulu. Wafunda lokho ukuthi ungaphazamiseki. Indawo uqala ukuba usicaba ezisho indaba yesokisi nani. Indaba yesokisi kodwa nje akazange aluze focus ngoba bayazi ukuthi angeke azophelela esicabeni.
Yo.
So yeah, I don't
Hey, ngeke aphelele esicabheni. Ungashaya isicabha namhlanje. Kodwa umbono kumele ube mkhulu kunesicabha.
Amen.
Hey, kumele ubone igarage. Oh, wow. What an incredible interview that we had with them. And they wanted to actually feed 40 families.
Yeah.
And amazing enough, they did reach that goal.
Sure.
Like, it's so incredible. And they wanted to give each family 2 pieces of each item. So my 10 kg and 2. So everything needed to double. And I loved what he said. There's nothing too small to give. So ungambiza with eating in labonjes. That's gonna make a great impact to another human being, another person. And like, wow, this guy was called everywhere. You know, like he was running like a headless chicken just to serve. And he wasn't running for publicity. You know, I saw other people and other organizations posting about him, and I think he posted like after a week or something like that, and reposting them. I post as opposed to a guy, you know, like what a beautiful thing. Like I gotta say. And then there's this young lady. She runs Blink Boutique. One Kamalak.
Sunny.
Any takeaways from that? Okay. What was
She
it?
was like, how badly do you want it?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, girl.
Yeah.
Like, calm down. Like, why are you fighting?
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to make excuses like busy, I don't have the time. Really, just straight to the point. How badly do you want it?
Yo,
I just had to let that simmer. It's still simmering, no man. It hasn't. Yeah, that was.
oh, simmering yini ukuzika.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. And I think the incredible thing as well is that she is studying her honors and she's opening a business on campus. Would you do that?
Me, most definitely.
So you're gonna be doing that?
Yes, I will.
Okay. What did you take away from the interview?
She humbled me. She humbled me. She did talk about obviously not everything is for you. So like that opened my eyes. Like a lot of time people tend to want to fit in places where you shouldn't be in. So like she humbled me. She was like, yo, in that line too, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? How bad do you want it? She really inspired a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yo. Okay. Lindo?
Ngathini uqala nje ngagqugquzeleka ngoba phela wacabangana nabazali bakhe ukuthi manje ntombi bahlupha nanani angiqhamuke ne-idea yokureza imali nanani and then okunye ayingeke wazi umathetasta lakhe ayazi uthinda kanjani kodwa hayi ublind ukuthi ngathi ufunda ngala and then ubhizi ukuthi urun ibhizinisi ngala hayi cha ngiyakubonga mina.
And she still leads worship.
Yeah.
Yo team, not just a song, but she leads a whole team. Like it's really incredible, you know. And what was your biggest lesson, nje? La, ngiyenzane.
Sure. It's the how badly do you want it?
How badly do you want it?
Yeah, because like I've said before, it's very easy to make excuses and to try, like you're good at something and people are telling you that you're good at something, and then you let fear be your biggest excuse for not venturing into something. That just shows ability. Like
yeah. And she also mentioned something like because what inspired her, and she was saying Otisha always encouraged. How important is it for one to associate themselves with people who are gonna constantly encourage you?
Okay, I think having people that constantly do that for you, they not only build you, but they help you, because when you see, they not only tell you the good that you do, but also the bad, because like you can't be only saying good things about a person, but when it's time when they do bad things and then you like keep quiet. But having people who constantly are there to support you and tell you having people around you like that, it is something good. It builds you. Yeah.
Wow.
I'll just say what she said in a different way.
Yeah.
It's important to have a support structure that won't turn into your praise singers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll repeat that.
It's important to have a support structure or system behind you that won't turn into praise singers. People who don't push you, people who don't constructive criticism is very important, because I'm sure as much as her teachers encouraged her, there'd be times where she doubted herself, like she said, and they'd be like, you have potential, like in my candies. So it's very important to have those kind of people in your life who encourage you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gazu?
So copy and paste. positivity thina bazobona i-potentiality kanjalo ngoba kunezinto thina esingayiboni thina abanye abantu abayibonayo
Yo.
kusiza futhi ukuthi sibalalele futhi singalokhu sithayeleka indaba isicefe nanangathi khona ayibonayo ngawo so yeah.
Well, so how do you become that person who encourages others? Yeah, well, how do you make it your intention to do that in your world?
I think just be an observant person. Like, like with kids, being guide, like they do something small, like just make a packet of chips and they throw it in the bin instead of littering.
Yeah.
Like acknowledging that.
Yeah.
So now taking that and applying it to actual adults. I'm not saying children aren't.
Yeah.
But like actual people. And just acknowledging what people do. Be like, oh, you're very good at this, and just being an observant person. Oh, like I like how you do 1 or 2 or 3, and just just being observant. I think.
Sure. What do you
Me, I would say first self-introspect yourself and be like, if you are in this situation, what would you want someone else to say to you?
Yeah.
It's very easy for someone to see the bad in you first without knowing the good in you. So like it's very easy. So a person must self-introspect themselves to not associate themselves with another person's problems. Ungayiboneli wena ukuthi inkinga yakhe sekuye yakho, no, uyayibonisa ukuthi 1 or 2 or 3 kanje, and you did good here and here and here, and you did bad here and here and here. So self-introspection is very like key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Amahle, how have you kept faith in the past couple of years after school? What has held you down? Because I understand it hasn't been all easy.
Yeah.
How have you been encouraged to be at this point where you are today?
Guys, I opened my eyes to reality. I was like, yeah, this is the world, girl. Yeah, it's tough out here.
Yeah.
Because when you're still like under your parents or like under the guidance of someone older than you, you don't actually see the outside of everything. Because you wake up, you go to school, you come back, you eat, you sleep, books, that's all. And then when you like see the actual, you're like, yo, so my parents are doing all of this, and I didn't know.
Yeah.
But like how I kept my faith is what can I say? I accepted that there are good days and bad days. That I should associate myself in a place where I can constantly notice my feelings and maneuver through these troubles, and knowing that my God is here.
Yeah.
It was very hard for me. It was very hard for me to keep having faith in places where I saw myself, where I doubted myself. So like I read my Bible, sharing Bible reading. I read the word as it says. The word is the book of life. It gave me life too. So when something happens, it doesn't usually hit rock hard than before. So like and accepting and acknowledging that above everything else, you're still a child of God.
Sure.
Like I'm a daughter of God, above every problem, above being the daughter of my parents, above being the sister.
Yeah.
So that really helped me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yo, that's amazing. Mfundo, you've been almost in almost the similar situation. When you finish matric, you don't get straight into varsity as you had hoped. And planned. How did you navigate through it for you?
Sure. It was hard the first few months. I was very unhappy. I was very frustrated. Very, very frustrated. Because like you set out all these plans. You're like, yeah, by this year I'll be graduating. And hey, but it's fine.
The struggle is real.
But it's fine. I think the family that God has given me, absolutely amazing. I'm grateful for them. Just a faithful family that loves the Lord. So like even when I was frustrated and angry, I didn't feel like praying, to have a sister that you can go to and she prays for you, to have a mother that prays, very helpful. It wasn't easy. And just choosing, not battles to fight for yourself, but choosing what you let in, I guess. Like for me, I took a sabbatical from social media because I was like so consumed with everyone else. Like, oh, I was in the trip with this person and they're doing 1, 2, 3. It can get to you. Yeah. So like choosing to cut off certain things and but God.
Yeah.
But God, we're here today.
Yeah.
We praise the Lord.
Yeah. That's incredible. Yeah. And what is one burning question that you'd like to ask me? I always ask people questions in front of you guys. And I just want to take this moment and I'll do my best to answer whatever you ask if you do have questions.
Okay, I have one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have one because I struggle with this sometimes. How do you separate between leadership and friendship? Like, where do you draw the line? Like, with the people that you're leading, it's okay, so it's Kasubas and I don't know if you get it.
What a powerful question.
Yeah.
There's this value that we have at friendship before function. Don't let the function define our friendship, or let the friendship define our function. Okay. Because the function may crash. Even this episode may not go well, but it doesn't kill the friendship that we have. The friendship holds it together. So maybe it also leads to how do you lead strong people? How do you lead strong people? You allow them to take their own decisions, but people need to know that you are for them at heart. Mina, I'm blessed because I'm not a micromanager. I just believe in you.
Yes.
I'm not a micromanager. I believe if you have my heart, you will do what goes on with my heart. And I have a dream to see you reaching heights that are beyond what I've reached. If I've reached 100 people, you can reach 1 million people, and I celebrate with you. So now, how do you separate between leadership and friendship? Friends, they need to know when you are in. It's not a structure, but they need to know that your role is that you lead them. When you lead people, you want to lead people into a greater space, into a greater future for them. Most of all, people need to know that you are for them and not against them. It's not really a structure thing, but it's a heart matter. Does that answer you?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Lindo? Yeah. Imuphi lo mbuzo? Yeah. What legacy do I want to leave? My dream is that I want to live I want to live a full life and die empty. There's this preacher, he passed away, Miles Monroe. He said, the richest place is not it's not the Saudi Arabia with the beautiful oil there. It's not Africa with gold. It's not Kilimanjaro, you know. Um, but the richest place is the graveyard, because there are people who are down there who should have been something. You know, there are people who could have been presidents. There are people who could have run companies. There are people who could have started podcasts. There are people who should have taken steps and leaps of faith. There are people who are supposed to entertain the right stuff and execute on their dreams rather than just dreaming. You know, yeah. So that drive in the inside of me is that I want to live full, execute everything, empower people, empower as many people as I can, you know, and yeah, and I want to be known as a man who loves God, you know, a man who honored Nkulunkulu and honors his family and loves his family and builds the community for the kingdom of God. Yeah. Sorry, I was answering you. Yeah. Why am I looking at them when I'm answering you? Yeah. Amasha, do you have any question?
Yes, I do.
Oh, we know.
Okay, my question, I did have a question. It's almost the same as her. It's, how do you know in a situation you should lead or you should be led? How do you differentiate when you should lead or be like, I should be led?
I think you should be led all the time. This is what I mean. This is what I do. Right? So I make sure that I spend time with the Lord so that I'll be able to discern what's right and what's wrong. You know, I think it's critical. There's a Bible verse that says the Holy Spirit will give you wisdom at the moment where you need him most. You know, it's not really about strategy, but it's about where is your heart positioned, you know, how you're discerning, you know. And so you need to be, as a believer in Jesus Christ, you need to be constantly connected with the Lord, so you are led that way, right? And also, when you lead, you need to lead towards something. You know, you don't, it's like, hey, every believer is a leader. Yes, every believer is a leader. But where are you leading people to? Where are you leading yourself to? If you are a family man, where is your family going? You know, if you're a student, where are you going? How will your degree serve the people? You know, there's this dream that people have, hey, I just want to have money. It's not wrong, but I think it's just a portion of the dream. How is your achievement impacting other people and changing other people's stories? You know, so how do I know when to lead? I lead on my knees, and I want courage from the Lord all the time. I do want it, and when it's time to step up. Then when you find yourself in a situation where someone else is leading, you need to honor that leader. You don't just override decisions. You know, and ngifike kashange and just make certain decisions. But what I could do is that I can chat to you and give you my suggestions in humility. You know, because as leaders, I think a blind spot my leaders is that people think they know everything. They don't. It's just that they said, I'm willing to do something. You understand? But when perspective is brought into you, you are able to decide which one do you really go for. You understand? There's been situations where I've suggested that things are done a particular way, and they're not done, and they will not be done as the way I would prefer, but I need to submit to that leadership. In order for you to lead, you need to be led. So for me, I'm part of a team as well that I'm led under, and I become accountable. So we need leaders that are accountable, because leaders do not need to lead in isolation. They lead community, so now they need to lead in community.
Catch that.
Yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Yes.
Is there any other burning question?
I mean,
This is
we're
the
all
last one.
Christians here.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, how do you stay humble as a leader? Because don't talk to me.
How do you stay humble?
As a leader,
Humility is the fruits of the spirit.
right?
Yeah.
We're Christians here.
Yeah. Nokwazi umuntu ngempethu. Nokwazi umuntu ungabuka abantu based on their status. If when your value is to honor people, there's a difference as well between pride and confidence.
Right.
Yeah, so you can be confident, but don't be prideful. You understand? So, what was the question again?
How do you stay humble as a leader?
How do you stay humble? You become led, and you live a life that is accountable. You don't lead in isolation. You understand? And you keep yourself in check, especially with big decisions. Example, when I wanted to date my wife, I had to keep myself in check. When I wanted to get married to her, I had to account. You have to account for everything that you do as a leader, because it doesn't just impact you, it impacts generations after you. I hope that is helpful.
Yes.
Do you want to close off the episode today?
Okay. Hi guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, you are a star. Just remember that every believer is a leader, and I hope that you enjoyed this episode. And yeah, we love you guys.
What did you take away from this episode?
So my favorite from this episode is that as leaders, it is important to be accountable, because it's very easy to forget that once you're put in that position, in that pedestal. So it's very important, especially as Christians. It's important to and be led by the Spirit first. Leadership led by the Spirit first. Okay. Anyways, thank you so much, guys, for joining us. We hope that you enjoyed the episode as much as we did.
Yeah, that was really fun.
It was fun.
Don't forget to like, share,
comment, and subscribe.
And hit that ding. Have a lovely day. Danko.